You guys, welcome back to Keels, and this is now my 2024 bold boxing predictions and hot takes for this year. And yeah, this one's certainly going to be a really interesting video now then. So I've got quite a few, so we're going to have to go through them fairly quick. Anyway, so my first one is for this year, Usyk becomes undisputed. Yeah, honestly, I believe this will happen, and I don't think him and Tyson Fury will fight a second time this year. That's what the next prediction is going to lead on to. But yeah, I think Usyk beats Tyson Fury, becomes undisputed in February. I think he outboxes him, to be honest with you. And yeah, I'm calling it now. This is my first one. I think Usyk can outbox Tyson Fury and make things difficult. I don't think he's going to absolutely dominate and outclass him, but I feel like Usyk's going to do enough to be able to get it over the line. I reckon 8-4 or something for Usyk. Fury will have moments, but Usyk will keep getting better as the fight goes, and I think Tyson will tire. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. Usyk becomes undisputed, and then this is what will happen. Anthony Joshua will win the IBF World title later on this year, probably in April, against Filip Hrgović. Then Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury have it out at the end of the year for the IBF World title. That's why I think Saudi Arabia will put this on. I honestly have a feeling this might happen this year. It's a hot take and a bold prediction. That's what this video is called, bold prediction. It's not like fully guaranteed to happen. I'm trying to think outside the box here. But yeah, honestly, will it happen? I don't know. I'm just putting it out there, to be honest with you. I'm just putting this out there, and it'd be absolutely amazing if it happens. And also, you never know with what Saudi Arabia are doing right now. You never know what they're doing, what might actually happen, to be honest with you. Like, it's certainly looking interesting, to be honest with you. But I think Usyk will become undisputed. Then, I think I do think it still makes sense for Joshua and Fury, to be completely honest with you. This is what I'm saying. Okay. Who will win Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury? I don't know. We'll have to see where Fury's at when he fights Usyk. Unless Fury beats Usyk. But no, I'm saying Usyk wins, and I think Joshua and Fury will have it out for the IBF World title. Anyway, so my next one is Lomachenko will beat Shakur Stevenson this year. I think it will happen as well. I do feel like we will see this fight this year, and I think Lomachenko will actually be able to get the job done. Especially after seeing Shakur Stevenson's last performance. I think Lomachenko can completely... I do think will he school him? I don't know. But honestly, I feel like Lomachenko will be able to beat Shakur Stevenson. I honestly do think he will, to be honest with you. And I do think that out of all the big fights that could happen this year in the lightweight division, I think this is it. I don't really see Tank stepping up too much and fighting a massive name. But, we all know how game Loma and Shakur are. I'm pretty sure these two will make this one happen, to be honest with you. Like neither guy ducks a fight. Like, this will happen, and I want to see it. And I do think Lomachenko will end up beating Shakur Stevenson. At the moment, it looks like Lomachenko is going to fight Kambosos. Then Loma can win the belts there, and then he can fight Shakur and be unified. And then be unified as well. That fight if it happens. So yeah, and I think Loma will win. Okay, this is an interesting one. I think Canelo will beat David Benavidez, and I think it happens this year. Honestly, I think it happens next as well. I think this happens in May, to be completely honest with you. I honestly think this happens in May. I think it happens in Vegas. And I think Canelo wins. People might say, oh, yeah, Benavidez' height and strength might be a bit much for Canelo. Fair enough. But Canelo's miles more skilled than David Benavidez is, to be honest with you. I do think it will be hard for Benavidez to be able to get to Canelo. And I don't think Benavidez will look too great punching down as well. I think Canelo's really going to dig into that body and be in and out really quick. And Canelo's going to be able to box his way really smartly to a win. There's no way Benavidez, outboxes Canelo. Zero chance in that. But I think Canelo's stronger than what people think. I do think Canelo's stronger than what people think. And Honestly, I think Canelo ends up outboxing Benavidez. Yes, Benavidez has got a great gas tank. I feel like body shots will be able to take a lot out of Benavidez. And we all know how brutal Canelo's body shots are. Yeah, I honestly think Canelo wins this. I made my mind up. I was swaying towards Benavidez for a bit, but now I am saying Canelo, and I'm really confident that this fight happens this year as well. I'll break it down in another video as well, more, but yeah, I'm saying Canelo wins, and it happens this year. Next one, Jermall Charlo gets beaten. Honestly, I mean, will he even definitely fight this year? I don't know, but I feel like he gets beaten. I don't know by who, but I feel like in his last fight against Benavidez Jr., he wasn't looking as sharp as usual. Wasn't a bad performance at all. He was still looking pretty decent and sharp. But I think Jermall Charlo gets beaten this year. I'm not going to lie. I honestly do see Charlo getting beaten this year, to be completely honest with you. I just see it. I think it's going to be one of those shocks that we could see. I don't even know if it's going to be against, the highest level of opponent. Could it be against Janibek if they fight? I don't know. But, I mean, no. But Janibek's a high-level opponent, though. He's like top of the middleweight division, though. But I don't know if Charlo fights Janibek. But I do have a feel. I'm just putting it out there, not 100%. But I do think Charlo, hopefully, we see him at least twice this year. And I think he might get beat. To be honest with you, and it's like we see an upset every year, and I do feel like this might be the one because he's extremely inactive. It's just gonna happen. Like he's gonna get what's coming to him, being way too inactive, and yeah, he's gonna get beaten. Okay, next, Beterbiev and Bivol won't fight this year. Yeah, as much as it pains me to say, I actually have a feeling it won't happen. It's got to though, surely, but. I just have that feeling that they won't actually end up fighting this year. It might be because Callum Smith beats Beterbiev. Or it might just be because they just, again, can't get that deal over the line. Yes, now we've got Saudi Arabia in the scene. They're bringing us more hope for these kind of fights to happen. But I just don't see it. I see it possibly happening in 2025, but I just don't see it happening in 2024. And it could be that Callum Smith beats Beterbiev, and that's why. Or it's just that, yeah, they just simply can't get the deal over the line. But I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that this fight's not going to happen this year. That's what I think. Okay, anyway. Next, Inoue becomes unified at featherweight. Honestly, he won't become undisputed. But he'll become unified. He'll do a good job at featherweight. I see him moving up. And I see him doing a good job at featherweight. It's going to be hard. You've got some good names at featherweight, so it's going to be hard. There's some good, interesting fights out there for him, to be honest with you, such as like Luis Alberto Lopez. Like that's an interesting one I'd like to see, especially. But it's going to be hard. But it's Inoue. It is Inoue, and I do think he can become unified at heavyweight. Not undisputed this year. I see Inoue fighting twice this year, up at featherweight, winning both fights. And, there'll obviously be title fights as well. Otherwise, there'll be no point of him moving up. But yeah, there'll be title fights and become unified. That's what I think. This one's an interesting one, which I'm about to bring up now. Deontay Wilder will retire by the end of the year. Okay. He's 38. He's 38 right now. And just coming off a loss to Joseph Parker. And it looks like Deontay Wilder's only just going to keep on getting worse. He's not going to be getting better or anything like that. He's going to keep getting worse. He might lose again. Or, as I've said in a past video, he might go on and fight Francis Ngannou, possibly win that or lose that, and then retire. I think he might fight once more, and that'd be a big fight with a big payday up in Saudi Arabia against Francis Ngannou, and then Wilder calls it a day. It's a really bold statement, this one. It is a really bold statement. I can admit that. I just have that feeling. I don't know. I just have that feeling that Wilder might be retired by the end of the year. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Next one. Errol Spence Jr. will not fight this year. I'm 100% sure. I'm 100% sure that Errol Spence Jr. will not fight in 2024. First of all, who is there he will fight? I don't see Crawford rematching him. What's the point? Crawford will destroy him again. And I just feel like, I don't know, it's just going to be a really uneventful year for Errol Spence where there's not going to be too much coming on for him, not going to be many offers for him. It's not like Boots will fight him. I think Boots will look to fight Crawford. I don't see any other names up there that Spence will fight because Spence's, fought a lot of good names in at welterweight anyway. So I don't see who else he fights. I see him wanting to take time off. I know he's already had 6 months off, but I see him wanting to take this whole year off, regroup, then come back in 2025. I'm 100% sure he doesn't fight. I'm not hearing anything about him right now. Hearing nothing about him. I'm 100% sure he does not fight in 2024. That is what I'm saying. And yeah, that was the last one. What do you guys think of all of my predictions for 2024? Yeah, anyway, I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching Video King. I'll speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Peace out.